Jeremiah.Chapter 6. Destruction of Jerusalem impending. Run for safety, you children of Benjamin, out of the midst of Jerusalem. And blow a trumpet in Tekoa in Judah, and raise a signal fire in Beth-Hakkerem near Jerusalem. For evil is looking down with eager anticipation from the north, and great destruction. 2. I will destroy the daughter of Zion, Jerusalem. The lovely and delicate one is so like a luxurious pasture. 3. Shepherds with their flocks will come against her, and they will pitch their tents all around her. They will pasture, each one in his place, eating up all her rich grasses. 4. They shout, prepare for war against her. Arise, let us take her by surprise and attack her at noon. But alas, the daylight pales, the evening shadows grow long. 5. Arise, let us awaken to attack her at night and destroy her fortified palaces. For the Lord of hosts has said, cut down her trees and build a siege mound against Jerusalem. This is the city which must be punished. There is nothing but oppression inside her walls. 7. As a fountain springs up and pours out its freshly waters, so she continually pours out her fresh wickedness. Violence and destruction are heard inside her walls. Sickness and wounds are always before me. 8. Be wise and be warned, O Jerusalem, or I will be alienated from you, and make you a desolation and uninhabited land. 9. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they will thoroughly gather like fruit on a vine which is left of Israel. Pass your hand over the vine again and again, Babylon. Tool of destruction like a grape gatherer, over the branches stripping the tendrils off the vine. 10. To whom shall I, Jeremiah, speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ears are closed and absolutely deaf to God, and they cannot listen. Behold, the word of the Lord has become a reprimand and an object of scorn to them. They have no delight in it. Check out Acts chapter 7, verse 1. Verse 11. But I am full of the wrath and judgment of the Lord. I am tired of restraining it. I will pour it out on the children in the street, and on the young men gathered together. For both the husband and wife shall be taken, the aged and the very old. Through full of days they are not exempt from judgment. 12. Their houses shall be turned over to others, and their fields and their wives together. For I will stretch out my hand against the inhabitants of the land, says the Lord. 13. For from the least of them even to the greatest of them, everyone is greedy for unfair gain. And from the prophet even to the priest, everyone deals deceitfully. 14. They have treated superficially the bloody broken wound of my people, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. 15. Were they ashamed because they had committed disgusting and vile things? No, they were not at all ashamed. They did not even know how to blush at their idolatry. Therefore they will fall among those who fall. And at the time that I punish them, they may be withdrawn, says the Lord. 16. Thus says the Lord, stand by the roads and look, ask for the ancient paths. Where the good way is, then walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk in it. Check out Matthew chapter 11, verse 29, verse 17. I have set watchmen and prophets over you, saying, listen and pay attention to the warning sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not listen. 18. Therefore hear, O Gentile nations, and see, O congregation, what vengeful act is to be done to them. 19. Hear, O earth, behold, I am bringing disaster on this people, the fruit of their schemes, because they have not listened and paid attention to my words. And as for my law, and they rejected it also. 20. For what purpose does frankincense come to me from Sheba, and the sweet cane from a distant land? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable, and your sacrifices are not sweet and pleasing to me. 21. Therefore thus says the Lord, behold, I am laying stumbling blocks before this people. The fathers and the sons together will stumble against them. The neighbor and his friend will perish. So the title turns into the enemy from the north in verse 22. Thus says the Lord, behold, a people is coming from the north country, and a great nation shall be stirred up and put into action from the remote parts of the earth. 23. They seize bow and spear. They are cruel and inhumane and have no mercy. Their voice sounds like the roaring sea. They ride in formation on horses, arrayed as a man for battle. Against you, O daughter of Zion, Jerusalem. 24. We have heard the report of it. Our hands become limp and helpless. Anguish has gripped us, pain like that of a woman in childbirth. 25. Do not go out into the field nor walk on the road, for the enemy is armed with the sword. Terror is on every side. 26. O daughter of my people, says Jeremiah, clothe yourself in sackcloth and wallow in ashes. Mourn aloud as for an only son, a most bitter cry of sorrow and regret. For suddenly the destroyer will come upon us, on both prophet and people. 27. I, the Lord, have set you as an assayer, O Jeremiah, and as a tester of the ore of my people, that you may know and analyze their acts. 28. They are all the worst kind of stiff-necked, godless rebels, going around spreading slander. They are not gold and silver ore, but bronze and iron. They are all corrupt. 29. The bellows blow fiercely, the land is consumed by the fire. In vain they continue refining, but the wicked are not separated and removed. 30. They call them rejected silver, only dross without value, because the Lord has rejected them.